What is going on, everybody? This is Cameron Lombardi back with another stock investment video. Today we're going to be going over how I've made 29% on my money in the last 4 months with relatively little risk in the stock market. I'm really excited to share this information with you guys. This is something that you can do from anywhere in the world if you have your phone, as long as you have access to Wi-Fi or data. So this is a really cool method of how you can make your money work for you just by clicking buttons. So if you guys like this information as the video goes on, I would really appreciate you guys clicking on that thumbs up button, leaving a comment below, asking any questions that you have. I'm going to be going through the comments and responding to every comment that I can. So I would really appreciate any feedback that you guys have on these videos. So let's get right into it. Today I'm going to be talking about a stock that I own. It is the US Global Jets ETF, or JETS as the ticker symbol. So JETS is an ETF that invests in many different airlines, a lot of big ones including Southwest, United, Delta, and other large global airline companies. So I started investing in the airlines because they were hurt pretty badly during the coronavirus crash, and they're still kind of slow on the recovery, but I truly believe that over time these will come back in value, and I wanted to be a part of that. So let's look at how many shares I have. I have 100 shares of this company at an average cost of $16.12 per share. So you can see that right here. It is currently sitting at $17.86 a share, and the market value is $1,786. So my total return just on the share appreciation alone is $173.68 as of market close today. So the reason that I own 100 shares of this company is so that I can do something called selling covered calls on this company. So what is a covered call? I went over this a little bit in my last video, but I'm going to touch on it again now. So we're going to scroll down here and we're going to take a look. I'm currently selling a covered call on Jets, so we're going to take a look at that and ones that I've done in the past. So what is a covered call? Selling a covered call is basically you selling an option that you're agreeing to sell the stock at a designated price by a designated expiration date. So as you can see, I'm selling the $19 call. I have one sell, and the expiration date is October 30th, which is next Friday as of the time I'm making this video. So let's click on this and see what it looks like. So as you can see, that option is worth $23 right now. You can see that right here at the top of the screen. Now I got an average credit right here of $25 for selling this call, which means I got $25 put into my account immediately as soon as I sold this call. It is currently worth $23. So if I really wanted to get out of this trade, I could buy back this option or this call for $23, leaving me with a total profit of $2. Now I'm going to go ahead and see this one through to the end of October 30th. If on the end of that day the stock is less than $19, even if it's $18.99, I'm going to keep that $25 premium that I received. I keep that no matter what, and I will keep my shares. If the stock price at closing on the end of 10:30 is above $19, my shares will automatically execute and be sold at $19 a share, and I will also keep that $25, meaning since I have an average price of $16.12 a share and they will be sold at $19, I would have made about $288 plus that $25 in premium I got paid to sell the call. So over $300 in a week and a half for doing this trade. So either way, I'm profiting money. The only way that I lose money in this scenario is if the stock drops down to $0.00, goes bankrupt, goes out of business, and that's really the only way I can lose money here. So now that I've shown you guys one example of what I'm doing, I'm going to show you guys the last 4 months of me selling covered calls on Jets, how much money I've made, and the total percent that I've received so far. Alright guys, so here is my spreadsheet. I've been keeping track of all of the Jets trades that I have done and how much money I've made, how much percent I've made each week. And so I'm just going to scroll down here. You can see it started off pretty well, $43 this week at the beginning of July. This is when I started selling calls on Jets. $50 the next week, $11 the next week from Jets, then 60, 20, and for the last month and a half or so, it's been relatively lower, anywhere between $5 to $20 a week. And now this might not seem like a ton of money that I'm getting every week, but let me now go in and show you guys what percentage this is, how much total I've profited, and then give you a comparison as to if you were leaving your money in the bank rather than investing. So here we have a few columns showing you guys how much money I've made over the last 4 months selling covered calls on Jets, my share appreciation, and that total percentage gain that we've gotten so far. So again, my initial investment in Jets is $1,612. Over the last 4 months of everything you just saw on the spreadsheet, I've made $295 selling covered calls on Jets, as well as $173 in share appreciation. So this totals about $468 or 29% return on my investment in the last 4 months. So if I continue on this track, my projected annual return would be about 87%. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, but 87% in 1 year sounds pretty good to me. I'm not sure where else you can make that percent with this low of a risk. So if we compare this annual return to what you would get in leaving your money in a bank account, I have this nice statement right here for you guys. My savings account interest payment this month was 32 cents. Over the last 4 months, I've averaged about $117 with Jets between share appreciation and selling covered calls every week. So at this rate, if you left your money in the bank, this would take you about 365 months or over 30 years to make $117 that I've made in 1 month on Jets. Again, I know this doesn't sound like a ton of money. $468 in 4 months is not a lot of money, but you can imagine if you were investing with a lot more money or with larger companies, you would be making much larger returns with this type of percent return. So now imagine selling covered calls on Apple with that same type of return. I'm currently working my way up to 100 shares of Apple. I have 35.69 shares. Just kind of dollar cost averaging a little bit every day. I'm kind of holding back until this election passes. I think the market is going to be a little crazy until then. So I don't want to make any big moves just yet. But if you were to get an 87% return on your money every year from selling covered calls on Apple at its current price, that would be about $10,000 a year. So you'd increase your yearly income by $10,000 just by holding 100 shares of Apple and selling these covered calls. So guys, this is a pretty foolproof method you can use. You're buying shares of a company that you want to hold on to anyways, and you're just making money every week by selling these covered calls. You can do it weekly, bi-weekly, every 3 weeks, every month, so on and so forth. And it literally just takes clicking buttons on your phone that you can do from anywhere. I'm a physical therapist and I'm out working most of the day. All I have to do is on Mondays make my trades, sell my calls, and go about my week. So I can do this while I'm working a full-time job. I don't have to be glued to my phone watching the stock market all the time, and my money is just working for me and making more money. So guys, if you did like this video and you like the information shared, I would really appreciate a thumbs up on this video. Ask any questions, leave them down in the comments. And I'm really excited to hear any feedback that you guys have to offer on this video. I will see you guys in the next one.